This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Aguila American Gold, Mr. Mark Saxon. Mark, how are you?
Hey, Gerardo, good afternoon. Doing well across here in Australia, and hope you're doing the same.
I am well. Thank you for asking. It's good to have you on. I know this is a milestone moment for the company. You just signed your drill contract for your project. I understand the rig will be turning very, very shortly. Care to provide some details?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, as you say, it's a milestone moment, and really the first drilling program for a company that is just starting on its path is obviously a big moment, and so we're excited about that. And so the project in Oregon, we've now signed a drill contract, and so we're days to a week or two away from the arrival of that rig on site. So that's really the moment where our ideas come together, and it goes from being sort of desktop to real world testing of our targets. So that's obviously a very important time. So we're very appreciative of the driller that's sending a rig to us. Gold is doing extremely well in the US, and everyone's very busy, and so we're very encouraged by the results we've seen at surface, and we hope to be part of that momentum in the gold industry in the US.
Now, the initial program is relatively modest, but I see that you were keen to include that it could be expanded based on positive results. And so my understanding is that you're drilling 750 meters and up to 5 holes at the Scorpion Cinnabar project. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Gerardo. And I guess to take a bit more of a regional view, so the project, which we call the Wussa Gold Project, WSA, not the classiest of names, but something that we're it's, Western USA was where it came from. So the Wussa Gold Project is in Southern Oregon, and it's got a fairly short history of exploration, it has to be said, because it's been held by one landholder. Both the surface rights and the mineral rights have been held by the one landholder for about 150 years. So quite a remarkable story of ownership. So over that 150 years, that owner has let almost nobody onto the project area to do exploration. So we sit very close to quite a large gold mining district, which is called Bohemia. So Bohemia was like one of the California gold rush areas, but happened to be just a little bit further north. So we're just adjacent to that. But this area has been behind lock gates for 150 years, and so we're one of the first companies to get there. So it's had some surface sampling in the past, which was obviously streams and soil sampling, which identified some targets, including Scorpion Cinnabar. So Scorpion Cinnabar has up to 5 grams per tonne of gold in soil samples, which is remarkably high, which is exceptional. So that hasn't been drilled. We don't know where that's coming from. There's been one hole drilled there in the past, which was targeting a regional target, and so now we've got the opportunity to go back and follow up on that and see what lies beneath. So very new project, but in a really exciting area.
What type of system are you drilling into, Mark? I couldn't help but notice that the site is only about 1.8 kilometers south of a very well-known mercury mine, right? And so tell me a bit more about the system and the type of target that you're drilling into.
Absolutely, Gerardo. And so the indications that we've got so far and from past exploration work that we have would say it's either a low sulfidation or high sulfidation epithermal system. So very similar to all of the deposits, I guess, that lie between BC all the way through Nevada, down Arizona into Mexico, into Chile, Peru. It relates to where the Pacific plate is colliding into the American plates and forming the string of volcanoes. So very well known system, and you think of the Ring of Fire with all the gold that sort of sits around the Pacific Rim. So we've got great indications in the gold, obviously, but also the alteration styles, and as you mentioned, they're mercury as well. So mercury is a very strong indicator of these systems, and formed in near surface high level settings, as is characteristic of epithermal mineralization.
You're in Oregon. As far as the labs go, what labs do you plan on using, and have you been in touch in regards to some of the delays that several companies are experiencing due to the active nature of the exploration season right now?
Yeah, sure. I guess the multiplier effect of a high gold price and very busy drill rigs and laboratories, and everything being slowed down a little by COVID means that labs are being cautious with timelines, I suppose, as you would understand. We bring our exploration team comes out of Nevada, and so the samples will go back into Nevada and be assayed through the laboratories there, and perhaps the final analysis done up in Vancouver, I think, as well. So doing the best we can in that regard, but as you say, it's very busy times, and so I think we'll be seeing results into Q1 next year by the time the core gets cut and the samples go through the laboratories.
Excellent. Mark, anything else that you'd like to add? I know you recently completed a financing. I'm biased. I participated. I'm a shareholder, as I usually am. If I'm speaking with someone, I'm biased because I most likely like the team and the project and the group involved, or I wouldn't be speaking with you all, right? But anything else that you'd like to add? You're well cashed up. You're in a good position to expand the program if you see success. I know in the past we've talked about potentially looking at other projects. You and your team have a deep network of contacts and access that in this type of bull market can prove very, very valuable. Are you on the M&A hunt at all? Are you looking for other projects?
Absolutely, Gerardo, and we're very gold focused. The US is a first target for us, but followed by, I guess, Canada and Australia, jurisdictions where it's easy to get work done. It's easy to find good projects that are coming out of other companies that are doing good work here, and so we're speaking to people every single day about other projects and opportunities. We're happy with where we are in terms of the Oregon project, but we're always mindful, I guess, of keeping the pipeline full. And thank you very much as well for mentioning that recent financing. So the company is well cashed up, and appreciate the disclosure of yourself being a shareholder. And we're in a very good position both on the Oregon project and also on whatever comes next. It's a very strong and interesting time for the company.
Well, few things get me as excited as the drill bit turning and the potential for a discovery. So I am looking forward to having you back on, Mark. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gerardo. Keep well. Chat soon.